Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Miguel. Today, I'm going to show you how to stop hitting your rate limits with Claude. In order to do this, I'm going to show you 7 different tips, starting with the first one, which is going to be to change the model according to the task that you're doing. So if we go right here to Claude, you're going to notice that on the bottom right-hand corner, you have what's called the model selector. You have 3 different models when using Claude. You have Opus, Sonnet, and Haiku. Haiku is the smallest of the bunch, is the one that consumes the less amount of tokens. Sonnet is the middle ground. It's great for everyday work, and Opus is the one that you have to use whenever things get serious. Now, usually you're always using Opus, which is what's burning a lot of your tokens and a lot of your usage. So, my first recommendation is if you're doing something that doesn't require a lot of thought to it, just change to Sonnet. It's gonna do the exact same thing as Opus for you, and it's gonna consume less of your credits. Now, the second thing that you must also know is the fact that using and creating documents with Claude is something that takes a lot of credits as well. So, the second thing that you can do in order to limit the amount of tokens that you're burning is using templates whenever possible. You can use Claude to create these templates, and then you can save them inside of Claude in order to have them reused. The generation of these documents is going to take a lot of your tokens, but after you're done generating them, just changing a few words here and there is something that's going to consume a lot less of your tokens. Now, if we move forward, we're going to go to how you have to manage the conversation with Claude. This is very, very simple. Now, whenever you're talking with Claude, some people just keep talking with him for hours and hours and hours and hours. You need to understand that you need to manage your conversations with Claude and any AI out there very, very efficiently. Now, just to show you how this works, whenever you're having a conversation with Claude, I'm gonna just write it down here in red. This is Claude, and what you're sending is right here in yellow. Each and every single time that you ask something new to Claude, he is going to read the entire conversation again. That means that if this conversation goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on, he has to read through all of those tokens each and every single time. That's really not efficient. So if you open a conversation with Claude, keep it short. And second of all, keep one conversation for each and every single theme. Because if, for example, here you were talking about strawberries, and here start talking about how you want to change your business, he's not really going to understand what those two things are doing together, leading to longer and longer conversations with him. So it's a vicious circle. Third, well, fourth, actually, fourth recommendation that I can give you is to change the tone through which Claude is actually communicating with you. It's very, very simple to do this. So if you go into Claude right here, you can click on the plus arrow. When clicking on the plus arrow, you can choose use style. Now, if you're going to be doing some work that doesn't really require him to explain a lot, you can use the concise tone. This will change the way that Claude communicates with you, guaranteeing that that his answers are going to be shorter and shorter and shorter, meaning that you will be able to save up tokens as well. Now, that's for number 4. For number 5, you have to minimize the amount of images that you send to Claude. Why? Well, the way that AI works is whenever you take an image and you give it to the AI, just like this image, it doesn't really mean anything to them. It has to be transformed right here in the middle. And it gets transformed, you guessed it, into tokens. Tokens that describe what is inside of this image. And images have a lot of information inside of them. So if you just keep sending a lot of images, naturally you're going to consume a lot of credits as well. So keep your image usage short. Now, going back into tip number 6, it's going to be loading your tools only when you need them. Now, in order to be able to do this, you simply have to go back into Claude, click on the plus arrow, click on connectors, and as you see here, not not the most efficient person. I have all of these selected all at once. That means that these tools are actually taking a lot of room inside of my conversation. You may ask yourself, well, how does that work? Well, Just like I was explaining, whenever you're talking with AI, you're talking with a blank sheet of paper. Inside of this blank sheet of paper, there's something that's called the system prompt, for example. This is just the way that we tell Claude that he has to be a good person and he doesn't need to give you, for example, illicit information. However, there's other things that you cannot really see, and tools are one of them. So tools are hidden right here. And if you give Claude a lot of tools, then he's going to have a lot of information in his brain. And if he's not using them, you're just wasting tokens. Now, the last thing that I can tell you is to build smarter workflows. So being able to use all of the features with Claude is something that's going to intrinsically also make you better at preserving those precious tokens that you have. How can you do this? You can learn how to build skills with Claude. Now, building a skill is super, super simple. Hey Claude, can you please write me a poem? Whenever you finish a task with Claude, the only thing that you need to do is to tell him to create a skill to be able to accomplish that task. It's that simple. Now, right here, please Claude, can you please turn this poem into a skill? Whenever I ask you to create a poem, use that skill. You only have to send him this, and he's going to start creating a skill that you will be able to save. This skill is a workflow that you can repeat over and over and over and over again, making sure that you don't have to re-prompt with Claude every single time that you spark a conversation. As you can see, he is creating everything. Right here, he is giving me the warning because I actually deactivated all of my tools. So in case one of your skills actually requires you to have a tool activated, just be careful with it. Now, whenever he finishes this, it's going to be super simple. I'm just going to have a button that I have to click to make sure that I have that skill inside of my Claude instance, and then I can just reuse it time and time and time again. Being able to use Claude efficiently also means that you're going to make the most out of the tokens that you're paying. If you're paying $20 for Claude, just changing the model that you're using each and every single time is something that's going to give you a huge advantage in terms of token. So please start using Sonnet whenever possible, mainly because Sonnet is already smart enough for most of the tasks that we do inside of your computers. Use Opus if you really need to have a lot of thought behind of the things that you're doing. So if you need to solve a complex problem, Haiku you can use for classification if you really need that. Last but not least, he has just finished the skill right here. And as you can see, I can just click on this button and the skill is going to be saved in my computer. And now I can just keep reusing that same skill. Claude is fantastic in the $20 and $90 plan. You just have to learn how to manage it. Now, this has been everything that I have to tell you today. Make sure to always use Claude efficiently and happy prompting. See you in the next video.